it's Cory.
And Stephanie.
And we're here at Taylor today. And we're back in Disney Springs because yet another new restaurant is open. And it's right behind us here. And it is Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill, which we've been excited for quite a while.
Yeah. I really like Italian food, and this is definitely something different and a little bit higher end of Italian food. So I'm really excited to give it a try and see what they have to offer.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually had reservations for early December, which is when they were supposed to officially open, but they've opened a little early. Today's actually Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So we're gonna get a chance to come in here early, give this place a try. The menu looks great, and I'm excited. You ready to get started?
Let's go.
So here's the menu here at Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill, and like I said, this looks fantastic. So there's wood-fired pizzas that all look great, and then you have some sandwiches, pastas, and then here's some of the entrees. I'm thinking that I might go with that burger and try the Wolfgang Puck's burger because that looks great too. And then there's some table share items and appetizers. Really a pretty good variety here at lunch at Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill. So here's the house-made focaccia here at Wolfgang Puck's, and look at that garlic oil. It looks super delicious.
Ooh, it's nice and warm. It's definitely thick and flaky. Let's give it a try. It's got such a rich, buttery flavor. The seasonings are on point. I really like it. It's crispy, yet still soft. I really, really enjoyed this.
And here we have the Meatball Appetizer, and this looks like 3 pretty giant meatballs. Some fresh marinara on top there and some cheese. It smells very, very delicious. And again, this looks like a really large portion. So here's the calamari and shrimp appetizer, and this looks delicious as well. I can smell the calamari. It smells very fresh. There's like a garlic aioli that came with it. And look at this lemon, this grilled lemon. Looks really, really good. And looks like a pretty good portion of shrimp and calamari.
So the marinara on these meatballs smell really good. It's definitely got a fresh marinara. It's thick chunks of tomato in there, some olives. I don't personally eat olives, but I'm okay eating around them. It's got some ricotta mixed in. It looks really good. I'd like to give this one a try also. Ricotta is a really nice choice on these meatballs. It offers a nice creamy flavor to it. The marinara is really good as well. I like the freshness of it, having this chunks of tomato in there. The seasoning on the meatball themselves is really good. I think the cook on these meatballs are perfect. I really enjoy this.
All right, let's give this calamari a try. It looks really delicious. It smells fresh. We're gonna get a little of that aioli on there. And that's good calamari. Really, really fresh flavor. A nice crisp on the calamari, and I really like that aioli. It tastes good. It's light. It's not too heavy. And the flavor of it complements the calamari perfectly. I think this is a really good start here at Wolfgang Puck's. And here is the bruschetta appetizer, and this looks really good too. I'm so impressed with everything coming out of this kitchen. It all looks so delicious, and these are loaded up, guys. Look at everything on top of these. This looks like a really, really, really good appetizer. Excited to give this one a try too. All right, let's give this bruschetta a try, and it looks really good. Like I said, it's loaded up. There is a lot on here. We're just gonna dive right in. Oh wow, that is so delicious. The bread itself is really good. Love, love, love the cheese, but that balsamic is perfect. It adds that nice flavor that brings everything together, and then the Parmesan on top. Everything about this is delicious. I think so far, this is probably my favorite of the appetizers. Very, very delicious. delicious. So super nice here. The chef just sent this over to the table. We didn't even order it. And this is the Salmon Pizza. And it looks really good and it smells awesome. We didn't order a pizza for an appetizer and I really wanted to try one. So I'm really happy to see that the chef just decided to send one over. Let's give it a try. All right, let's give this salmon pizza a try, and it looks really good. It smells fantastic. It's got that cream, and you can see how thin the crust is cooking it in that fire oven. It's a gas-fired oven, but I'm sure this cooks really quickly. You get that nice crispy crust on the bottom. Let's give it a try. That is really good. The salmon's great. That cream really definitely complements the salmon very well. And that crispy crust is so good. I believe there's some dill in that cream sauce that's coming through. I can taste some of that fresh dill. This is really good. If this is anything like what all the rest of the pizzas are, if you like thin crust, like crispy pizza, this is definitely gonna be a hit. Really, really delicious, and a big thank you for the chef just sending this over to the table so we can give it a try. That's awesome. So our entrees have arrived, and this is my WP burger, and this looks delicious. Definitely a good sized burger and a good side of fries too. I'm excited to get in here and cut into this burger and see how it's cooked, but it looks like a pretty good sized burger, and look at that pickle on top. Pickle looks great. It looks like a house-made pickle. Excited to dive into this.
This pumpkin ravioli looks and smells awesome. It's got a brown butter topping with sage and hazelnuts. So that's something different, not the typical pumpkin seeds, but I'm really liking the look on this. I'm excited to get in and give this one a try.
All right, so we're gonna give this burger a try, and I cut into it, and you can see I ordered a medium. It's cooked pretty well. I mean, I could have used it a little more medium than this, but it still looks really nice and juicy. So let's give it a try and see how the flavor is. So the flavor of the beef is super delicious. Definitely a nice sear on the burger itself. And like I said, even though it's not quite as medium as I wanted, I would say this is more medium well. I think that the juiciness and the quality of the meat, allows for that. But I think that the whatever this is on the bottom, there's some nice fresh herbs in it. I think there's some dill in there, some other seasonings that are really coming through and add a lot to it. And then on top you have an aioli, and the pickles and tomatoes, everything working really well. And the bun too is a nice soft bun. So I think this is a pretty darn good burger, and I definitely would order this again.
As you can see, this pumpkin ravioli is nice and stuffed. I'm excited to give this a try. So that's really good. The outer shell of the ravioli is a little thicker for the pasta, which it really needs to be thick to hold that much of the filling. The pumpkin is nice and smooth and creamy, and it's not overly sweet like I was concerning with the brown sugar on top of it. I was concerned it would be too sweet. It's not. I really think that the cheese pairs well with it also, which is kind of funny. I was concerned, being a sweeter pasta dish, how I'd feel having cheese on it, but the flavors all blend so good, and the crushed hazelnuts on top are really good also and offer a nice crunch to the creamy dish.
So here is the chopped vegetable salad. This is an entree salad, and you can see it is humongous. And this looks really delicious as well. All kinds, I can't even tell you what all is on here, but a bunch of different fresh vegetables. And guys, if you need an entree salad, or if that's what you want for your entree, this looks like a great option here. This looks delicious. So here's another one of the pizzas here, and this is the fresh Fennel sausage pizza. And this looks really delicious and has such a great smell coming from it because of that fresh fennel. I'm excited to give this one a try too. There's so much food here today. All right, we're gonna give this fresh Fennel sausage pizza a try. And again, it looks very similar to the salmon pizza. Not quite as crispy on the bottom, but this has a lot more on it. So let's give it a try. Oh wow. That is really good. You can taste that fresh fennel flavor, but the peppers that are on here, not too too spicy, but they definitely have a little bit of a kick. The flavor coming from these peppers is absolutely fantastic. And the cheese, everything balanced perfectly with, again, a nice thin crust. They're doing a great job with these pizzas here. I mean, I think next time, I definitely probably just get a pizza for an entree. They're so delicious. And this one's really, really good. All right, so I gotta say, after trying all of the food here that we've had so far, and I'm starting to slow down and getting really full, I have to say the one thing I'm really disappointed in are the French fries that came with the burger. I mean, these are literally your classic Walt Disney World French fries, which is really surprising in a place like this that they wouldn't have gone, you know, a step above and done something a little bit better than just your average Walt Disney World French fries. That's exactly what these taste like. Really nothing different to them at all. So again, my only complaint right now is these French fries. All right, so for pass holders right now, they're giving free gelato with your entree. So he came over and said, hey, are you pass holders? We said, yeah, and this is what we got. And I ordered the caramel gelato. We had a choice between vanilla, chocolate, or caramel. And then it also came with this, what looks like a chocolate chip cookie. It looks really delicious. I'm excited to give that gelato a try.
I got the caramel gelato. It looks really good. That is amazing. It's got such a nice sweet flavor. It's very smooth and rich. I love this, and I will have no problem eating the entire serving. I'll go ahead and give this chocolate chip cookie a try. I'm gonna borrow Cory's because I done took a bite out of mine. But as you can see, you can tell the chocolate really melted through this. This is not skimping on chocolate at all. Great cookies. They're not super hard, but they're not fall apart either. The chocolate is so rich though. It's really, really good. I absolutely love this.
So that was our lunch here at Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill in Disney Springs, and wow, we tried a lot of food.
We did try a lot of food, and I honestly enjoyed almost everything I tried.
Yeah, me too. There was only one thing, and you guys know because I've already said it, the French fries that came with the burger, just, they really turned me off because I was like, man, they just taste just like the French fries that you get in the parks. They could have done a much better job with those. And again, while we're on the negatives, I'll also say that the burger that I had, ordered it medium, definitely looked juicy at first when I cut into it, but after I got a little bit further into it, definitely a little on the dry side, overcooked, more on the well done side than even medium well. So definitely a disappointment, but the flavor of the burger itself was really good. I thought the beef had great flavor, and everything about the burger, how it was made up, was good. But let's get to some of the highlights because there were so many. What was your favorite item that you had?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I honestly liked my ravioli. It didn't look like it was that impressive on the plate in terms of quantity, but because the ravioli was so full, it was very dense. Mm-hmm. So you were able to eat it and actually feel full without, you know, it wasn't so sweet that it was overwhelming either, which I really appreciated that. And which one was, I don't recall the name of the pizza.
The sausage, and it was the fresh Fennel sausage pizza.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorites. The peppers and everything on that were so good. It was really popping with flavor.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite items, was that sausage and Fennel pizza. But the meatballs were amazing.
Those were good.
The red sauce was so good.
Yeah.
I think, and then the bruschetta was so good.
Yeah, I actually didn't think I was gonna like that because, truth be told, I don't like a lot of the overly fresh flavors on for the toppings. I was kind of worried that I would just be turned off by it, but it was so good, and I would hands down get that again.
Yes, it was very good. All the Italian dishes definitely had great flavor. The pizzas, that nice thin crust was good. Really, everything was great. And then that gelato at the end.
That was the perfect ending. It was so smooth, rich, creamy, everything you could possibly want in a gelato. The caramel flavor was really coming through.
So smooth.
Yeah, so smooth. And even the cookie was good.
Yeah.
It almost had a fudgy flavor to it. There was so much chocolate in it, so it was awesome.
And they actually have a quick service window right here out front of the restaurant where you can go up and get gelato with toppings. I actually went over there to get some footage a second ago and couldn't get any footage right now because it's actually closed at the moment. But you can come up and get some gelato at quick service, so that's really cool too. I overall very impressed with Wolfgang Puck's Bar and Grill.
And just to touch on a few things, I know that we had discussed Disney dining plan is accepted here. Tables in Wonderland.
No tables in Wonderland, and for pass holders, they're not doing any discounts right now, but they are giving you the free gelato. So there's something a little bit of it for pass holders, but no tables in Wonderland yet. And yet everything is a 1 table service credit on the menu, except for there's like a large porterhouse that is a 2 table service credit. So there you go. It was a good time here for lunch at Disney Springs, and that's going to do it for us here today. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up and subscribe below for more like it, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.